Hello, today let's master vectors for SAAT. Let's make it more successful and marks easily. Before we start, let's introduce what is a vector. A vector has magnitude, direction, like for example, the vector 3, 4. We call 3, 4 here the components. To find the magnitude of a vector, all what you have to do is to do the square root of x squared plus y squared, as if you are doing the Pythagorean theorem. If you want to find the sum of two vectors, we have two methods. The first one is head to tail method, like we have a vector A followed by a vector B. Let's say the components are 2 and 3 for vector A and 4 and 1 for vector B. So what we have to do is to add the x's together, the x component with the x component. Like here we have 2 plus 4, which is 6, and 3 with 1 is 4. So 6, 4 is the components of the sum vector. Another method is the parallelogram method. Once you have the two vectors having the same head, you draw a parallelogram, and in this case, the sum is going to be the diagonal of this parallelogram. Also, here you can multiply a vector by a scalar. If let's say we have 2 times 3, 4, you do multiply each component by 2. So you got 6 and 8. And sure, the length of the vector here will be doubled. There's also something called the unit vector, where you have to divide the components of that vector by the magnitude of the vector, that the one we mentioned before, square root of x squared plus y squared. Let's say here we have the vector of components 3 and 4. In this case, the magnitude will be root 3 squared plus 4 squared, which is 5. So you do 3 over 5, 4 over 5, and you will get a new vector of magnitude 1. Let's have some exam tips. First, you have to be careful to the signs, simplify the roots, and practice speed for sure. Let's do practice 1. Here we have given the component vectors 6 and 8, so we need to find the magnitude of V. We will do square root of 6 squared plus 8 squared, which is equivalent to square root of 36 plus 64, which is equivalent to root 100, which is equal to 10. Another practice exercise, adding component vectors of vector 2, negative 3, and 5, 7. Here we add 2, negative 3 vertically with 5 and 7, resulting with adding the x together. 2 plus 5 is 7. Negative 3 plus 7 is 4. Practice 3. We are asked here to find the unit vector of components 1 and 2. So the magnitude of V here is going to be root 1 square plus 2 square, which is square root of 1 plus 4, which is square root 5. In this case, the unit vector is 1 over root 5 and 2 over root 5. Well, here we have more challenging question. Vector A 4 and the magnitude is 5, which is given. He's asking us to find A, so the working out will be the magnitude of V is equal to root A square plus 4 square, which is equal to 5. Now we have one equation with only one unknown A. To undo the square root, we do squaring both sides. So you'll have A square plus 16, which is equivalent to 4 square, is equal to 5 square as well here, 25. Do subtract 16, getting A square equal 25 minus 16, which is 9. To undo the square, we do square root, and we have A is equal to plus or minus 3. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, and for more SAAT math coming soon. If you have any questions that are challenging, do not hesitate to share with the comments. Thank you.